So we're going to demonstrate, my little group here, we're going to demonstrate today some techniques that we use that can be really useful as a tool in managing depression. And so one of the things about Pilates that is great as a tool to manage depression is that it is focused attention exercise, which is really, really important. So we often throw around the term mindful movement, but what does that really mean? That doesn't mean just relaxing and zoning out. It actually means that you have focused attention. So one of the things that you've got to do is to make sure that you're fully present in the present moment in your body. So what I want you to do is I want you to lie back on the mat, everybody. And so we're going to start with a little breathing exercise just to get connected to the body. And bring your arms into a comfortable position. The knees are a little bent so that your lower back is supported. If you want them straight, you could have them straight. It's okay. I want you to just take a deep breath in and let it go. And we're going to go in series of 2 breaths at a time. So the first 2 breaths, I want you to imagine that they're filling up your cheekbones. So take your time and take those 2 breaths and fill the cheekbones. Now your next 2 breaths are going to fill your shoulders. So imagine that breath just filling out your shoulders. 2 big breaths, filling the shoulders. The next 2 breaths are going to fill the whole circumference of the rib cage. So the rib cage is almost shaped like a bell. So imagine that it's wider at the bottom. I want you to take those 2 big breaths into the bottom of the rib cage. So it really, really expands and you fill up. The next 2 breaths are going to go into the abdomen. So let that abdomen right now rise and fall naturally as we're more deeply connecting to the body with the breath. The next 2 breaths fill out the back of the hips. So imagine the back of the hip bones could fill with air, and you might even feel as though the back of the hips rise up a little bit off the mat with each breath. Connecting you from head to toe now, so you feel the breath all the way down. And now your knees. So bring the breath into your knees. 2 very long, deep breaths. And finally bring 2 more breaths into your feet. And now that we've gone through that whole series, I want you to imagine the breath coming down from the top of your head right down to the soles of your feet. And as you exhale, traveling from the soles of the feet up to the top of the head, the whole body is one unit. Good. So that is the first thing. We get very focused on the here and now, just focusing on the breath. The next exercise now brings us a little more connected to the breath, a little more attention. And I want you to bring your arms by your sides. And so as you inhale, you're going to bring your arms up over your head on the inhalation, all the way back as far as you want your arms to go. And then when you exhale, bring your arms down by your side. So just kind of explore where those shoulder joints move. Good. And again, inhale, bring those arms up over your head. And exhale, bring your arms down by your sides. Wonderful. Do that one more time. Inhale, bring your arms up over your head. And exhale, bring your arms down. Now, exhale and bring your arms over your head. That's it. And inhale as you bring your arms by your sides. And exhale, reach your arms over your head. And inhale, bring your arms by your sides. Now bring your right arm up and inhale. And then you're going to switch arms on the exhale. So you're going to switch and bring that left arm up and the right arm down. And switch. And so on each inhalation and exhalation, switch the arms. Excellent. Good. So we bring that connection in. Bring your arms down by your sides. We're going to move on to knee folds. So you're going to inhale Connect and exhale. Bring that knee in, one knee in, and then inhale, bring that foot back down to the mat. Exhale, bring the opposite knee up, and inhale, bring it back down. Now reverse it, so you're going to inhale, bring the knee up, and exhale, bring it back down, and inhale, bring the knee up, and exhale, bring the knee back down. So when we coordinate the breath with the movement, and we kind of change that around so that the participant has to really focus in, it stops that kind of that negative tape that sometimes is going in the head, and so they really have to focus on what is happening right now in the here and now, and that is so important as a tool for managing depression. So another tool for managing depression is to take those exercises and flow them, whether it's on the mat or it's on apparatus. And what happens is that there's not a lot of time to think about anything else but your movement, which is so important. Okay, so that's, again, another aspect of creating mindful, focused attention exercises. So we're going to do a little flow here. So you're going to bring your legs up, and we're going to start with scissors, and we're going to flow into each exercise without a lot of time in between. So you're going to lift your head and shoulders. Ready? And scissor the legs, and change, and change, and change, and change. Give me 4 more. 1, 2, 3. And then I want you to hold your right leg up. Good. Bring the left leg to the mat. Ready? Climb up that leg. So we come up like climb a tree, and then walk it back down. Again, climb it back up. Inhale, exhale. Good. Think about what you're doing. And roll it back down. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Roll it up. And roll it back down. Bring your arms by your sides. A leg circle. So we flow right into the leg circle. And 1. And 2. And 3. Breathe. Inhale, exhale. Use the breath. 4. And 5. And then reverse direction. We go around. And 1. Inhale, exhale. 2. Inhale, exhale. 3. Inhale, exhale. 4. Inhale, exhale. 5. Climb back up that leg. Climb up, climb up. Hold right there. Float the opposite leg off the mat. And you're going to rock back and come back up. And I want 3 of those. Rock back and come up and hold the balance. It's hard. And rock back. Inhale and exhale and hold the balance. And do 1 more. Inhale and exhale. Good job. Come back up. And now come up, 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 up. Good. Switch legs. Good. Excellent. And you're going to walk down that leg. And you're going to walk back up the leg. So we climb a tree again. Walk down the leg. And exhale, walk up the leg. 1 more. Walking down. And walk it up. Walk down and get ready for your leg circle. Goes right into it. Here we go. Circle around. And 1. I've got a lot of long-legged students here today. And around. I got to watch myself. Good. 2. Around. And 3. It's mindful for the teacher as well. And 4. And 5. Reverse it for 5. Around and 1. Good job. Breathe. Inhale, exhale. 2. You've got to coordinate your breath with each and every movement. You've got to stay right here in this room with me. 1 more. Good. And climb up that leg. Good job. And here we go for the rock. Ready? Float the opposite leg off. Then rock. And come back up. And rock. And come back up. 1 more time. And rock. And come back up. Bring the opposite leg down and down. Both legs are coming to the floor. Wonderful. And sit up nice and tall. Good job. Excellent. So you have to think about every movement, right? There wasn't a lot of time to be thinking about not only negative thoughts or making your shopping list or anything else. You have to think about what you're doing. And so that's a really useful tool during Pilates exercise. tool I want to talk about in using as Pilates as a tool to manage depression is that sometimes what we've got to do, the client sometimes really gets used to what's going to come next in the routine. And there's benefit for that sometimes, but if you're using Pilates as a tool to manage depression, you want the mind to be always active and thinking about what, being in the present moment. So sometimes we can take our regular exercise routines and we mix it up a little bit. So what we're going to do today is we're going to take the traditional Ab 5 series, but we're going to do it backwards. All right, so that's a change of pace. So go ahead, lie on your back. So we're going to start with a crisscross. Ready? And press. And you can do any version you want, but we're doing our crisscross first. Excellent. So you've got to really focus. It's a little bit different. Good. And now we're going to go to double leg pull. So both legs go up to the ceiling. I know, you got to think about what's next. And come back up. Good job. And reach out and exhale up. Good. Keep that spine nice and stable. And exhale. Give me one more. Excellent. And let's go to scissors. So instead of mindlessly going through this series of exercises that we all know so well, when we do it backwards, it's kind of different. You've got to really think about what's going on. And then double knee stretch. Ready? Both knees come in. And inhale, stretch. And automatically, sometimes you want to go to the next thing that you anticipate is coming, but we kind of change it up. So it is the teacher's job to keep that student on their toes, thinking about the movement. And let's go to single knee stretch. Excellent. So each time it's like a whole new perspective on the exercise. You can just really focus on what you're doing and use that breath once again to stay focused and in the body, thinking about present moment. And those are our tools to manage depression.